not working. So I'm back. And not the first time. Not the first time this scenarios already happened to me. Where's my pen? Here it is. So I need to do all of this again now. Actually, not all of this. I need just to. Sorry. I just need to. Okay, open this. Clear all of this. Open this. Open this. Okay. So what happened? What happened is that we worked on Q expressions. So as mentioned, they are not evaluated. They are used to store lists of data and to manipulate code. So in order to implement our new Q expressions, we had to create, we had to edit and update our parser, add a new parser object, define the parser and clean it after use. Then we started working on the head functionality, and head is only one of the functionalities that we will add to our Q expression structure. And what head does is it just gets the first element in the list. So what I did is I visually drew myself the flow of the head method so I can remember myself, memorize it, how it works. So basically, these were the half an hour or the 40 minutes I spent trying to set this working. We did another thing. We did something cool, something that I didn't use before. Let me just move this here so it doesn't. Is there a shortcut on Linux on how to move windows between screens? So this new thing is called macros. So what's a macro? I actually asked this friend what's a macro, and here he wrote. So what's a macro? A macro is I'm gonna write this so I can reference it if I need it. So a macro. Oh yeah, I I forgot. I asked him like, please explain it like I'm a 15-year-old, and ChatGPT gave this fantastic example. So you're writing instructions for making a sandwich that you hand over to a super fast sandwich making robot. But instead of writing down the full instructions every single time you want a sandwich, you just write, make my favorite sandwich. And you previously told the robot that make my favorite sandwich means to take 2 slices of bread. Sorry. And that's blah, blah, blah. Okay. So a macro is what? A shortcut for what? A custom-made command. So what does it do? You can use it over and over. Okay. In your code. Okay. Macros are handled by preprocessors, which is a tool that works on your code before the main part of the compiler tries to turn it all into an actual program. Okay. So a preprocessor, most probably a parser, a token analyzer, whatever things the compiler needs to do before compiling the code. Function-like things. Macros can look like functions, but unlike real functions, the preprocessor replaces it directly with whatever. Ah, okay. Oh, sorry. And it's evaluated before the program is compiled, and this is how we define a simple macro named add. Now, whenever you write add 3, 4, the preprocessor will replace it with 3 plus 4 before the program is compiled. So what are the implications of this before the program is compiled? Let me think about it. Before uh, basically, even if it's before the program is compiled, it just switches the context of this. So I'm not sure why we need to use macros at all. No idea. No idea. But let's continue. Let's continue. My apologies. I was looking for the charger. And I found it. So let's continue with this. Okay, I think I understand what macros are, in a sense. They're not aliases, but they're just ways to define a function. So again, a macro is a preprocessor statement for creating function-like things that are evaluated before the program is compiled. It can be used for many different things, one of which is what we need to do here, clean up code. So how macros work? They work by taking some arguments, which can be almost anything, and copying and pasting them into some given pattern. By changing the pattern or the arguments, we can alter what code is generated by the macro. To define macros, we followed by the argument. Okay. Second. To define macros, we use the define preprocessor directive. After this, we write the name of the macro followed by the argument names in parentheses. After this, the pattern is specified to declare what code should be generated for given. But what is the difference between a regular function and a macro? Where is a macro a benefit compared to a function? Okay, the differences between macros are regular functions are quite significant. Okay, explain me, please. Explain me why and how. Each has its unique advantages and drawbacks. Macros are handled by the preprocessor. It's expanded at compile time. Gets directly substituted. Each time a function is called, control jumps to the function code. Ah, okay. So the control. Okay, but let's write this. Let me also write this. Macros get substituted while functions vs control jumps runs. Okay, let me just do something. Ask something in Linux. If I have two monitors, how to switch windows between them? Is there a shortcut? Oh, there's a lot of changes. Okay, I'm gonna do this, but let me just super shift arrow keys. Super shift arrow keys, but what's the one? Super, is this super? Yeah, okay, nice. So I wanted to do this, not this. Super shift arrow keys, okay. One thing. One thing. So what happens here? Okay, that's the first change. What else do we have? Type checking is a safety. Macros do not perform any type checkings. Ah, this can lead to errors if not. Okay, that's also something to take into account. Do not perform. Wait, let me move this guy. What? Why it doesn't work now? This was supposed to work. Arrow, shift arrow. It doesn't work. Why? Control shift and arrow keys. No, this doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna do this by hand. So it doesn't perform. Where the fuck are you? It doesn't perform type checking. Okay, doesn't perform type checking. Doesn't perform type checking. What else do we have here? Runtime versus compile time, debugging. Ah, they can be debugged because preprocessing. Okay, so there's a lot of changes. I thought that the changes wouldn't be so complex. They would be minimal, but they are not. So what basically happens. We need to design a macro. I actually designed it already to help with our error conditions, and we will call it Lisp assert or lassert. The names are typically given in capitals to help distinguish between them. Now we'll take 3 arguments, one of them being arguments that will delete and clear, condition and error. And how this looks. Take a look here, please. No, not here, here. Where are you? It's here. So what do we have here? It's define, main arguments logic. That's it. That's how macro is defined. Just a second. Just a second. Okay, my phone isn't charging. No idea why. I always start doing things in the at the worst possible time. It's okay. We have this. I don't care about this anymore. So this is how we. Where are you? This is how we define the macro. This is how we define the macro. And that's it. With this, we are just handling our errors, and how we are using it. Next, here, like this. We are taking the arguments, we are taking the assertion, which will be true. So this is compute. How is this computed? How is this computed? When is the logic computed at compile time, right? But this is built at preprocessor time, so he's just waiting. The macro is just waiting for properties to use. Okay, that's it. So everything else should be the same. Also remove this. How many lines do I need to remove? 266, 256, so it's like 10. Then delete, insert. So this will be the first cell. And the type. Not expression, error, head, incorrect type, passed. Sorry, there's another assert. So what's this guy asserting? He's asserting if the thing we provided is empty, so if different than 0. So if it's different than 0, we are inversing the logic here. So if the count is different than 0, okay, assert that the count is different than 0. If not, error, head, past, and empty object. Okay, that's it. That's it. Now, let's do the same for this guy. How many? 268, 282, that's 14. 14 delete. Nice. I'm gonna yank these three guys. Paste them here. They should have the same logic. Yeah, I'm just gonna create a new line. But instead of head, I can do tail. What can I do? Okay, now it is S head, but not this head. I want to replace it with tail global. But ask me, is this asking me? Huh? Why is this not working? Where is the replace explanation here? GC. Okay. Okay. It's GC here. Why? What have I done? No, I don't want to. I want to save. Now. This head. Replace it with tail. Tail. Global, but check with me. What the fuck? What the fuck? How S? How did you find the head? Maybe just head. Tail. Pattern not found. Head. How? Ah, fuck you. How is the pattern not found? It's here. I made a mistake. S and the whole file. Okay. Mea culpa. Head. Tail. Please check on with me. Not this one, not the, yeah. This one, this one, this one. Thank you. So let's do the list expression. So how we do this? Let's here. The list function is simple. It just converts the input S expression to a Q expression and returns it. How? No idea. Lol. Built-in list. I'm already taking this dude. List. Oh, I think I know. It's like type. No, it's not type. Is it type? Yeah, it's type. Lol Q expression. Return A. Okay, this was simple. Now, the next one. What's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next one? eval. So what are you doing, friend? Here it says in the book, I'm not looking at the solution yet, it's saying the eval function is similar to the converse. It takes as input some q expression, which it converts to an s expression and evaluates using level eval. Okay, I have no idea what this does. So this is actually in reverse. This is in reverse. Now this should do the opposite. Well, x is will take, but why do I need to take an element? X type will s expression. Return x. Okay, couple of questions. Why do I take this guy? L will take. Because here I'm directly changing the type. Because I'm directly providing the Lisp value that I'm manipulating. But here I need to take it from the list. Hey, just popping the element. Just popping the element. I mean, I don't care about this. But why? Why am I doing this? So how does a fucking how does this look like? I'm getting an S expression, right? No, I'm getting a Q expression here. Why does it take only... Okay, I have no idea why this works. Oops. Opala. Okay, so function instead of tail is gonna be evil instead of tail. What am I doing here? Am I on insert? What? The bad thing with Vim as a beginner is once you start pressing evil, evaluate, eval, is it evil? Eval? Okay. Now. Incorrect type passed. It converts a Q expression, but why? Why do we have here? Why are we not doing our manipulations directly on the A object? So it should have a count of 1. The one and only child should be a... But actually this makes sense. How else am I gonna make sure I'm handling a Q expression? I mean, it makes sense. Okay, now let's also create the join. In the book, it says the following. The join function is our final function to define. Unlike the others, it can take multiple arguments, so its structure looks somewhat more like that of built-in OP. First, we check that all of the arguments are Q expressions, and then we join them together one by one. To do this, we use the function LLJoin. This works by repeatedly popping each item from epsilon and adding it to X until epsilon is empty. That deletes it. Okay. Now, based at the definition, I can understand what I need to do. Yeah, I think I guessed. So, LL built-in join. It does this. I'm still providing only one Lisp value. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Is the question. No one knows. Let's do some type checkings, some error checking. So I'm starting from 0. I'm going to the count of A. I'm increasing. Where's my plus plus? Plus plus. Sometimes I just forget where keys that I always use are. So, let's use assert. I'm providing A. I want to check if the cell at the ith element, if the type is equal to, if it is, all right. If it's not, error. Join. Incorrect type passed. Okay. So I checked now that all the elements are Q expressions. Lucky me. So I checked that all the values are Q expression. What should I do next? The book says we join them together one by one. We join them together one by one. How? I mean, I know how to do this, but I'm looking at how it works. Because look at this. Where are you? Are you here? Yes. Let's say we have this. We use a different color. 2, 3, 4. And we have this 5, 6, 7. So how is he treating this? Is he treating all of this as a Q expression or only individual elements? What is a Q expression? That's my thing. That's the thing I want to ask. It's an individual. It must be an individual, right? It must be an individual. And it has a parent that's called here. Where are you? You are here. I'm creating a cool expression, and then I'm iterating through all the children of this element. I'm skipping open and close brackets, and for every other, I add. What do I fucking add? What do I add? Oh, okay, I'm just studying it. Okay. Every one of these individual elements is a Q expression. Every one. The only difference is it handled the naming of the Q expression based on the braces. If we had parentheses, then they would most probably be S expressions. Okay. What I want now to do. Yeah, I want to create a method for this. So can I move this a bit? Okay. Oh, I'm inserting. I inserted this. I know all of these elements are Q expressions. Now I want to join them. So I want to join them. But what does join even mean in this context? Let me see. Sorry, I just want to know what join means. What does join mean, man? Takes one or more Q expressions and returns a Q expression of them conjoined together. So conjoined. So what is this? Is this supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, like a single element? I have no idea. Okay, let me just do this. There is a definition of a method in this book saying takes one or more cool expressions and returns a cool expression of them conjoined together. What does this mean? Can you give me an example? Cool expressions are used in Lisp to defer evaluation to expressions instead of being executed immediately. A cool expression is treated as data. Okay. This allows the programmer to manipulate the list structures as data within the program. Ah, yeah, this makes sense. Because how otherwise can you create data in a program, right? Yeah, this makes sense. I just noticed. Okay. Suppose you have the following cool expressions. If you apply the join, but no, it shouldn't. Ah, oh man, I'm an idiot. So yeah, I understand now how it works. So I'm gonna join all of these elements. Okay, okay, I get it now. So in this case, okay, in this case, I completely forgot what a cool expression is. So basically, I could have this joined 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the result should be all of these guys. 7 joined together. So this is when parsing, this is our command, and these are the two cool expressions, which proves that I understood this completely wrong. But now I know how to fix it. Now I know how to fix it. Right? Do I know how to fix it? I should know how to fix it. Apologies, I'm in a deep intellectual slumber now. Okay, I'm back. So I was muted again the whole time. What should I do here? So basically, I know what to do here. I showed you the example. I showed you the drawings right now. Basically, what I need to do is keep popping. Well, fuck. Sorry. Well. So X should be join the X and whatever pops out of this, then I'm deleting a, and then returning the x. But now, how do we join? How do we join? How do we join? Wow, this book is amazing. Once it started to click, it never went out. I still don't understand some of the concepts and structures, but I get the big picture now. So how do I join stuff? Do I have any built-in commands? I will join LLX, LL epsilon. I have two of those guys. While we have count J, I'm popping it, right? I should pop. I'll pop J, the first element, and then add it to the LL add X and whatever popped, sorry, X, whatever popped, close it. I need to go start. It's gonna be X, LL add, LL pop, LL delete epsilon, return X. Nice. Let me save this. So I won't go into detailing. I won't start it. I won't explain it because I don't think it's ready yet. So I'm gonna unfortunately need to end this episode now because it's already quite late. I want to sleep, but also because I already wasted 45 minutes on an episode that was completely muted. So I'm gonna end this here. Basically, we are wrapping up the Q expression section, and this one was a lot more easier. I think I understand the big picture now. So let's do this tomorrow. I streamed 2 days in a row, so maybe I think I can also do this tomorrow. So see you